Alright guys, what's up? Hinges, wanted to pick up on where I kind of left off. Hinges are all in and set up. I've already hooked up the radio system, centered them all out, got everything ready. Control rods are down here and marked for each place. So I'm getting ready to lay out my scale camoing. Now I've seen, this is the X-22 or the X-35. It was basically the prototype model to the F-35 and the F-22. So there's a few different schemes I've seen on it. I've seen the lighter colored gray, blue, kind of like a blue sky gray that goes along the edges and stuff like that. I've seen that. That looks decent. But what I've noticed is that the camo on them comes out, and the camo is an exact copy pattern on each wing, on the top and bottom. It's basically like, you know, they used a mask and just flipped it over and used it. And so that's kind of the way the camo is. So if I wanted to go scale, I could do that, and that'd be pretty easy. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to paint her up here, but we will get her camoed. So I'll pick up when I've got her taped off, after I've picked out my my camo design that I want to go with. And I'm going to try and keep it scale. It's not going to be anything crazy or anything like that, because after all that's done, I want to go in and hand brush with an artist brush and fill in all of my detail lines, get some weathering on it, just a little bit on the bottom. And stuff like that, but that's where we're at. So prepped her for paint by of course taping off all the control horns, servos, you know, everything like that. It looks like I missed one there. I'm glad I checked. There's that one. I gotta get that one still on the ailerons, I think. Yeah, still gotta get the ailerons, but all the rest of them are covered up. Now just a regular old Dixie party cup is what I use. Cut it at a certain level on a 70mm, and then just stick it down there into your thrust tube, and you'll be able to keep all the paint out of there and away from your fan. And on that same note, let me go ahead and flip it over. Down here at the access hatch, what I did was, instead of making the mistake I did a long time ago, and I actually had to end up taping this on for flight because it was coming off until I repaired it. So you can see I've roughed it up a little bit here. That does have a little bit of filler on it, but I'm not too worried about the bottom of it here in the back. So instead of taping around the hatch just fits on like it should, and I went in and just taped off the fan completely. The 70mm ducted fan in there, I just went ahead and taped it off so I can put the hatch on and continue painting like normal. Made sure I got my servos, all that covered up. A little piece of clear tape was there on the plane before, so it never got the paint. The paint was actually on the tape. So finish these two control horns here, and then do my design, and we will shortly be out in the garage painting. And hopefully, if I don't screw anything up, I'm pretty good with the paints and the airbrush and stuff. So if I have to airbrush it, I will, but hopefully I won't have to. So stick with the paint, and we'll see how she turns out, guys. But I'll show you my steps as I go. See ya.